Let's talk about the officiating at the World Athletics Championship. And before we start, this is not a slight on the World Athletics Championships held in Eugene, Oregon 2022. In fact, fantastic stadium, and we saw some fantastic competition. What we usually see at a World Athletics Championships are some of the best officials that country can put into place, supported by some of the World Athletics own officials, match referees, as well as some world-class professional starters. What you also get at a World Athletics Championships are a load of media. So in order to keep these hundreds of people safe, we have something that's like an unwritten set of rules called track etiquette. Now, track etiquette is different depending on where you are in the world. When the national team comes on the track, you clear off. In the UK, for instance, you might often hear people shout out track as a nicer way other than saying get out of my way. Or in other words, just letting you casually know that I'm coming through. Now, there are some universal similarities. One of them being you treat the track as if you're crossing the road. This is what we try and teach our youngsters at SSA Athletics. If you want to, check out our website, shameless plug there. You treat lane 1 like the fast lane, or the slow lane, shall I say. That is, lane 1 is sacrosanct. It's where the gazelle like to run round, what I like to call them the long distance runners. Whatever you do, do not stand in lane 1. So what was this bloke doing then? Filming, because I've done broadcasting myself, is that you're heavily focused on that one screen and you can lose the sense of peripheral vision. Now, for these major broadcasts, they will have someone in like an office or a truck out in the car park who can also see all the different screens. So maybe they could have said something, but likewise, they're focusing on the actual picture to make it a workable broadcast. Another thing you don't do in track and field athletics, and if you're experienced enough or even have a certain amount of common sense, is stand in the way of someone throwing an implement. Now, in the hammer and a discus, we do actually have a cage that helps to protect everyone around in case of a wayward throw. And generally, in the more major events, we have a demarcated zone that allows for the cage, because it's made of a net, to expand outwards if it was hit by an implement. And if that's the case, why is this man right next to the cage when the official's standing further back? Should the official have said something to get the man out the way? Safety is the main protocol here for everyone involved, including that cameraman. If you've done athletics for any period of time, you would have heard or even seen implements flying at almost oblique, impossible angles, or sometimes even going through the net itself. What this screams to me is probably a lack of initiative for the officials in order to prevent these people entering an unsafe position, or at least anyone who had information with them, who was in contact with them. Or it could be a lack of knowledge of track etiquette. Yes, we all make boo-boos, and quite frankly, some of us should know better. But hopefully, knowing the etiquette, you'll be able to prevent such accidents from actually taking place.